Warning: the following video contains very unstable footage which may cause discomfort or trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. Take a left from Four Seasons and follow the road over the bridge. Be mindful of delivery vehicles driving in and out of this road. The bridge sounds an alarm when it's going to close. When you hear this alarm, do not attempt to cross, as you may get stuck or injured. Please be mindful of gaps coming onto and off of the bridge, as they may be a tripping hazard. After crossing the bridge, take the route to your left. Beware of blind bends throughout this route. These are sharp turns where you can't see if anyone is around the corner. An example of a blind bend is to the right. While walking down this path, enjoy the view of various boats docked to your left. Beware of bike racks on the right side of the path. If you use the wall to help guide you, be especially mindful. Please take a left turn here, making sure to keep the water to your left. Please be mindful of a blind bend coming up on your right. Watch out for the blind bend coming up on your right. Watch out for the temporary scaffolding on the right side of the path. Be careful of the semi-blind bend coming up on the right. Watch out for the temporary construction fencing blocking the right side of the path. We're going to again follow the path on the left, making sure that the water is still on our left. And don't forget to be mindful of the blind bend on our right here. Watch out for this blind bend coming up on the right. Be mindful that there is another blind bend coming up on our right. Whilst walking down this path, why not take a look across the water at the lovely houses that rest there. Beware of the blind bend coming up on our right. Again, we're going to follow the path to our left, making sure that we keep the water on the left as well. Watch out for the blind bend coming up on our right. Don't forget to enjoy the view of these lovely houses in front of us and the greenery that rests with them. Watch out for another blind bend coming up on our right. On a nice day, feel free to have a seat here, enjoy the greenery and the view across the water. We're going to take the right path here, making sure to keep the brick wall next to us. Once we reach the end of this path, we're going to then cross the road. Please do be mindful of the blind bends coming up on our left and right. And also, do not forget to look both ways before crossing the road, and again, look both ways once we reach that middle island. Once we've crossed the road, we're going to follow the path to the right. Beware of overgrown greenery that's blocking a little bit of the path on the left side. Please do be careful of the blind bend on our left. We're going to follow the pavement around the corner to the left here, making sure to be mindful of the overgrown greenery as well as some bollards that are on the pavement. Beware of the archway legs on either side of the pavement here and the slanting floor over driveways, as well as cars entering and exiting said driveways. Do be careful of the overgrown bush on the left side of the pavement. Watch out for the semi-blind bend coming up on our left. We're going to go straight across the road here, remembering to look both directions before crossing. Then we'll take a slight left through the garden. If you are a wheelchair or mobility scooter user, the best way to cross this road is on the right hand side, where the road is higher and closer to the pavement. Please bear in mind when coming off of and onto the pavement that there is a slight lip on both sides. It would be best to enter the pavement to the right of the road sign, as there isn't much room to turn between the sign and the bollard. Beware of the blind bend to your right. Please follow the path to your right. Do beware of drain covers and other dips in the floor, as well as a slight incline increase. Please be aware of the semi-blind bend on your right. Watch out for the archway legs on either side of the path here. Be mindful of the blind bend coming up on our right. Take a right turn here, making sure to keep the C on your left. Beware of gravel and stones on the path on either side, overgrown greenery on the left, weeds in the path, and potential cyclists and strong winds. Be mindful of very uneven brickwork on the right side of the path here. To your left, you will see a Martello Tower, one of 74 built across the south coast to defend against Napoleon in the 1800s. Be mindful of uneven brickwork across the whole path next to this bush. Beware of a sharp drop-off on the curb and a bumpy path. If you go wide to the left and come up on the grass, it's a much gentler incline. Do be aware of the blind bend on our right. We will take a right and follow the paved path. If you like, you could go down the gravel path straight ahead. However, it is uneven and there aren't any fences, so don't get too close to the edge. But if you do make it all the way down to the end, you'll have a great view of the lock gates as well as incoming and outgoing boats. Before heading down the paved path towards the flats, why not take in this beautiful view of the sea one last time? If you look to your left, you can see the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, or RNLI building, next to the lock gates. It's the small one with the flag. Take a right turn here, down to the roundabout. Beware of the bollards potentially rising here. If they're going to rise, the lights will show on the metal panel to the left. Also beware that when they are down, they still have a slight lip that could be a tripping hazard. We're going to cross straight over the road, making sure to keep the apartment complex on our left. When crossing the road, make sure to look to the right and then left to look out for any oncoming traffic before crossing. Watch out for the two bollards close to the edge of either side of the pavement. If you look to the right, you will see a path that connects to an earlier part of the route. If you wish, you can use this to make a shorter walk. Beware of temporary construction fencing taking up the left side of the path here. Please follow the path to your right, keeping the harbour on your left. Please be aware of drain covers and dips in the path here. If walking close to the left side of the path, be careful of the ramp as it may be a tripping hazard. As we near the end of our walk, please do enjoy this lovely view of the main harbour. Beware of the blind bend on the right hand side. Please take a left here over the bridge. Do bear in mind that if the bridge is raised, it can take a few minutes to lower. Just like before, please be mindful of gaps when coming onto and off of the bridge, as well as in the middle of the bridge. Once off of the bridge, continue forward on the pavement if you can and head to Four Seasons, where the walk will conclude. Thanks for watching. We hope this video has been helpful. Now, get out there and enjoy the walk.